All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Welcome to another episode of Talking Finance While Playing Chess. So in today's show, we'll talk about why being consistent is important. You need to be consistent in order to be financially successful, in my opinion. A lot of you start something and then give up. You're consistent for 1 month, and then the next month you're slacking. So we'll talk about that today while we play chess. So let me get the chess started. All right. I am white. All right. So one thing I could relate to as far as being consistent would be, the thing you guys watch me on pretty much every day is the YouTube, right? So when I first started YouTube, I try to post pretty much like every other day, right? In the, all right, what's this guy trying to do? Pretty much like I think I was starting off like at 3 times a week, and then I got to almost like every day, right? So the thing for me on how to be consistent with YouTube is, getting a schedule down, right? Getting a schedule that you can maintain, like a healthy load. A lot of you want to shoot a video, like you start YouTube, let's just say, for instance, we're using YouTube. You want to shoot a video every day. You're not used to that type of output, right? So you need to get used to a healthy output. I think that's the first thing that's going to help you be consistent, right? Even with the gym. A lot of you that haven't been in the gym, you're trying to go every day, and you're not built for that, right? You're not built to go to the gym every single day. So you want to get a healthy, manageable load in order to be consistent. All right, let's see what this guy's trying to do. And I think that's what helped me with YouTube. Now I'm able to shoot a video I go live pretty much every day. Now, I'm not going to lie, it does get hard to continue to continue to put content out every single day, but that's how you innovate, right? So that's another thing with consistency. When you become consistent at something, you'll find ways to tweak what you're doing so that way you could remain consistent. So for instance, like when I was doing the live stream, I was just talking on the mic about certain specific financial topics, right? Or I would go over the market and let's see what this guy's trying to do. Or I would go over the market and, after a while it just got boring, right? So, but I stayed consistent at it. So what happens is when you're consistent, it allows you time to be creative. So I was like, okay, well, let me throw chess into this so that way at least the audience could see something going on while I'm talking about a specific topic, right? So it just allows you to become, like, when you're consistent, maybe you're putting out trash quality for a little bit, but then after a while, due to you being consistent, you'll come up with innovative ways to be more creative. All right. But if you just give up, like if I was like, oh man, I'm just getting tired of putting out the same old content, then, you won't allow yourself enough time to get that creativity, essentially. All right, let's pin them right here. But yeah. So that's kind of the example that I give is the YouTube, because this is the most recent thing that I've probably been the most consistent at. And I know a lot of people want to start a YouTube channel. A lot of people want to use it as a personal brand, and they want tips. What is this? They want tips on how to be consistent. And also, you really got to like what you talk about, right? Or like what you do. It doesn't necessarily need to be YouTube. We're talking about consistency. But whatever you're being consistent at, you should like what you do, because then it's going to also make it easier for you to do that thing each and every day. It's going to be hard to be consistent at something that you really don't like. So I like chess. I like talking about finance. So these are things that I could replicate each and every day and not get so tired. I mean, I'm not saying some days you're not going to get tired, because some days I do get tired, but you know, on those days I'm like, well, at least I like it, right? At least I like talking about it. At least I like the topic. So yeah, that's another thing. So the first thing was, make sure it's a manageable load. That's one. And then make sure you like the topic or whatever you're doing, because that's going to help you be consistent. I think I'm playing pretty good here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Also, too, I see a lot of like these days, I see a lot of job hopping. People don't know how to be consistent and hold a job, and that's going to hurt you too, right? Those things like that, even the simple things, like holding a job, right? And there was somebody that said, you got to be consistent, but you got to put out good work because it's not going to benefit you. I actually disagree with that. I think that you could be consistent at doing something not so good and still benefit from it. So for instance, I'll give YouTube as an example. I probably my first 100 videos weren't good, but I still benefited from shooting those 100 videos, right? Showed me how to edit, showed me how to delivery, like improve my delivery, improve speech, right? Because, being in front of the camera, you still get that experience. So it's not like you gain anything. Now, I'm not going to say that everything that you're consistent at, if you're just consistent at it, you don't put out quality, it's going to benefit you. But there's a lot of things that you could be consistent at that even if you don't reach the goal you want, you could still benefit from being consistent. I honestly would say the majority of things that you do, you could benefit from just being consistent, right? Even like going to, again, but I mentioned the gym earlier, even going to the gym, maybe you don't have the best form, maybe whatever, the best endurance, but, being consistent at the gym, you're still going to most likely benefit your body in some way, some type of way. So I disagree. I heard that the other time, but eventually you do, right? Again, and it goes back to that first point that I was talking about. I was saying it kind of allows you time to, figure out what's going to work, right? Even though you're putting out poor quality, you're being consistent. It'll give you time, opposed to just giving up and not being consistent. So again, I would vouch for, even if you're putting out poor quality, it's still going to help you out. All right. But again, overall, you still want to improve. You don't want to just be consistent doing trash quality. But yeah, I think that's one of the main things that, hurt people these days. They, they start something, they don't finish it, especially with investing, right? You really need to be consistent with investing, at least minimum 3 to 5 year period before you see some substantial gain, right? I'm not saying you got to hold something for 30, 40 years before you see the benefit, but you need to be not have like you should not want instant gratification. You should be okay with holding an investment for at least a year, right? Like get used to that. All right, man, I'm losing on time here. All right, I'm gonna have to speed it up. In a lot of these stocks, a lot of these cryptos, real estate, it usually takes the around the third year for you to see any type of increase. Maybe for real estate, it probably takes a lot longer, right? Stocks, I mean, you could get in a stock or crypto and make some money within a year, but you don't want to get used to that, right? Because that's like trading. I would say at least minimal 3 years. Like a lot of my crypto positions, I've been in since 2017, so I mean that's an 8 year period. Oop, hopefully this is not freezing. All right, I'm gonna play one game because this game's taking a decent amount of time. I really want this W. I'm in a good spot right now for sure. Uh, yeah, I didn't want to risk it there. Really want this W right here. Also, me consistently only playing 2 to 3 games a day of chess has increased my score. I notice when I overplay or I'm inconsistent with the amount of games I play, I tend to lower my score here. All right, I think if I take that, I should be fine. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't see the checkmate. So I'm trying to bring my castle up to b8, and that'd be checkmate. But hopefully he doesn't see that. But either way, I'm really doing really good on time. So I should be good. I don't see me getting in trouble here. Don't see me getting in trouble here. Oh, that's checkmate, right? Yep. There we go. Perfect. I win the game. This is great. That felt good. All right, so that's pretty much it. But yeah, you got to be consistent if you want to be successful financially. I was consistent in college. I was consistent with my jobs. I didn't really jump from job to job. That's also I see a lot of people get hurt with that because they don't build enough experience. I consistent with investing. If I believe in investment, even when it's down or up, I don't get swayed. We talk about doing the research and being confident in your investments. So the only way you're going to be able to do that is or the only way you're going to be able to be consistent is if you have conviction in your plays. So you need to have conviction in order to have consistency. So that's another thing too. Again, with the YouTube, if you want to start a channel, manage the load. Managing the load helps out a lot. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. Although I must say this, for YouTube, I did end up posting a lot in the beginning, and then I toned it down. So, I was close. It was close to like 2 to 3 videos a week, and then I scaled up really quickly to almost like every other day or every day. And then when typically in order for YouTube to be successful, you really just need like one long form content each week. And I was doing like 4 or 5 pieces of content. Now, maybe they weren't getting the most views and stuff like that, but it built the endurance. So now if I wanted to scale back to one video a week, it would be nothing because now I'm doing live streams every single day. So, yeah, but get a manageable load, and make sure you like the topic too. Make sure you like what you're doing. That's going to help out to be consistent as well. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.